All right, now that you've opened your PlaneMate box, it is time to get going. And once you open that box, you found a belt, 3 bands, and a shaft clamp. And we're going to talk about how we use this product and how we start. So the first thing we're going to do is put the belt on. So Al, would you go ahead and put your PlaneMate belt on? And what we suggest is wearing this belt as low as you can. If you're slim, wear it down on your hips and wear it very tight. And the D-ring, or the belt buckle, is going to go over top or slightly underneath your pant belt buckle. And you're going to pull that belt very, very tight as it comes around. And the bar is going to be on your right hip if you're a right-handed golfer. If you're a left-handed golfer, you simply reverse the belt and wear it on your left hip. So with that being said, we now have options. We are going to start to get comfortable with our product by using the small pitching band, the short band. It's regular flex, and it is to get started. So there's 2 ends to this band. There's a small clip and a large clip. The small clip has a little bit of a pin on it here, and that allows you to know that that's the end that clips onto the shaft clamp. The little hook on the shaft clamp, we simply clamp down on it. The other end doesn't have a pin, it snaps onto the rail. So Al, you're just going to take that and push down on it. It has a little flex and bend, and now you're on. Notice that Al clamped down. He didn't go from underneath to clip this on. He went hook down and pinched it onto the bar, and now it simply can run back and forth as we build into our golf swing. Next, we're going to attach the shaft clamp to the golf club. And as I mentioned earlier, we are starting with just little shots to get comfortable with our product. So the goal here is to make sure that once we attach the shaft to the clamp, it doesn't have an immense amount of pull or force on the band. And what do I mean by that? Let me show you. So I'm going to loosen the clamp. You'll notice that the shaft clamp has 2 different size holes that you can clamp down on the shaft, and that depends on which band you're using. So because I'm using the short band, we're going to use the larger diameter because that's going to go higher on the golf shaft, which obviously the shaft's a little fatter at the top than it is at the bottom. So I'm simply going to open it enough to slide it down the shaft. And this is not going to be the same for everyone position-wise, but we're going to measure off. Al, go ahead and address the ball, and he's going to adapt this clamp to where it's not pulling a ton of pressure on him. So for Al, because he's tall and has long arms, the clamp's going to be very close to the grip so that if Al let go of the shaft, it wouldn't rebound and hit him. If you've got an immense amount of push pressure, it's going to be very difficult to hit a golf shot from there. So it's just a gentle, light, maybe 1 or 2 pounds of pressure against the grip that allows the band to be taut. Not really stretched, just taut. So that's where we want to start. Go ahead and address the ball here, facing this way, just so we can feel that little bit of tension on the band. Once the shaft clamp is in place, it should be perpendicular to the leading edge of the golf club. So it should feel like it points off to the right, which allows this band to avoid any contact with the hands at address. The band will always be to the right of your grip. So from that position, he can now address the ball. So that's where we are for opening the box, making sure we have all our parts, and putting the product on, making sure that it's in the right position to allow us to start making some small moves towards improvement. Be sure to watch the next protocol video to see how we start from there.